Hey guys, welcome back to Glamour Gadgets and Gaming by Leah. Now guys, this entire video has been shot on the Realme GT2 smartphone. Yes guys, for those of you who watch my videos and know me, you know I shoot almost all my videos on a smartphone, be it the iPhone 13 Pro Max or the Google Pixel 6 Pro and also the OnePlus 9. Now I'm testing out the video quality on the Realme GT2, so do share your thoughts on the video quality of this phone in the comments below. Here's a review of a phone that I've been really excited about for a long time, especially since I learned that Xiaomi would be integrating the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset in its 12 series smartphones. And spoiler alert guys, I'm somewhat disappointed. No doubt, I'm a big Xiaomi fan. I love almost all of its Redmi and Poco smartphones, and the Mi 11 Ultra was one of its best. It usually does offer value for your money devices, but this time it looks like for once Leah's niggles might just outweigh Leah's pros on any smartphone I've reviewed on the channel to date. In this video, expect to hear my true and honest experience, thoughts and opinions on this Xiaomi 12 5G smartphone, which I've been playing with for around 1 week now. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or try to justify it. Don't get me wrong guys, it's a nice, compact, fast and powerful smartphone, and in this video I will take you through a detailed tour and demos, specs and features, camera and samples, audio and performance tests, gaming, etc., and all the pros and niggles I can think of, and I will summarize with why I personally would not rush into investing in this phone just yet. And for those of you who want to see exactly what comes in the box, be sure to check out my quick unboxing on YouTube Shorts and IG Reels and Stories at ggg_by_Leah. So here's Xiaomi 12 5G, a powerful, compact and good looking smartphone with a couple of major problems. I have this love and hate relationship with it. I really want to use it and recommend it, and in this video I will be sharing what I like and dislike and my overall experience with this phone. And I will leave the link for this phone in the description box below should you want to buy or check it out in more detail. So let's begin with the positives and what I like about the Xiaomi 12 5G smartphone.
I see something cool.
That's a lightsaber, dude.
Quiet now.
The design. We have a beautiful, slim and compact design and build, measuring at 8.2mm thick and weighing around 179 grams. It has a Gorilla Glass 5 back with a nice sparkly purple matte finish. It has metal buttons and frame with an excellent finish. It feels good in the hand with a nice soft touch and is comfortable to hold. And although 6.28 inches does not sound too compact, it's nice, slim and not bulky at all. And moving on to the display, this 6.28 inches 1080p OLED 120Hz HDR10 Plus display with 1100 nits brightness, 419 ppi with Gorilla Glass Victor's protection is stunning. It's an excellent display which is crystal clear, sharp, bright with amazing colours. It has slim bezels, and here at the top centre we have a hole punch 32 megapixel selfie camera. The fantastic in-display fingerprint sensor unlocks pretty quick. I totally love the curved edge design, and unlike many curved edge phones, I personally have not found myself accidentally opening up something I don't want to. The phone features accidental touch detection, and here you can customize the areas you do not want to accidentally touch. This may be useful for those with bigger hands. Now bear in mind guys, this phone is somewhat small, very slim and compact, as some may find their hand covering the edges or even the display when holding it. So this accidental touch feature will be handy for those.
I'm losing it. I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference.
And guys, let's move on to the processor. You can call this phone the most powerful, compact flagship smartphone with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset under the hood. It is super efficient and handles almost anything you throw at it, streaming in 4K, gaming, browsing, downloading apps, etc. However guys, there is a big but, which we will come to shortly. MIUI 13 introduces some fantastic new widgets, customization options, looks good and is smoother and somewhat less buggier. As for the speakers, guys, we have high quality Harman Kardon speakers which offer loud, crisp and clear audio whilst gaming, streaming, listening to music, during phone calls, etc.
This is gonna taste extra sweet. Nope! Sucker! Move!
Embrace the chaos.
Welcome to Wild Rift.
Everything sings to me. I've got to sing it all back.
Minions have spawned.
And here's me playing some games on max settings, and guys, I tell you, this phone is powerful and the gameplay on it is beautiful thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset and the 120Hz immersive display. But if you're looking to play high demanding games for hours, then you may want to rethink, guys. Like myself, you too will be disappointed. And this issue is something which we will come to very shortly.
Looking for a dog. Everything I miss.
And guys, now let's move on to some Antutu, Geekbench and Wi-Fi speed tests and see how these score. And as you guys can see in front of you, we have some very high, very good Antutu benchmark scores. Scoring just under 1 million, which is now typically expected of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset. Fantastic results. And on that note, let's move on to some Geekbench tests. And as you guys can see, we have some fantastic Geekbench scores. We have 1,234 in single core and 3,539 in multi-core scores, which are excellent. And here I've run a disk speed test where we have some really good read and write speed results. So what is it that I dislike about this gorgeous looking phone? Let's move on to the cons. The display, as much as I love it, it's not the best when using the phone outdoors in bright light, especially in direct sunlight. As you guys can see, I have the brightness on full. It has 1100 in its brightness max, yet it's so frustrating. I'm struggling to see the screen as I should be able to. Also, we've been given an option of 120Hz and 60Hz refresh rate. I personally feel 90Hz is a sweet point, especially for those of us who like to have some decent fluidity plus like to save battery. And now moving on to the cameras. On the rear we have a triple camera setup. We have a 50 megapixel Sony IMX766 main sensor, a 13 megapixel ultra wide sensor and a 5 megapixel macro lens. As for video, it records in 8K 24 frames per second max, although I prefer to shoot in 4K 60 frames per second. We have electronic image stabilization and optical image stabilization too. And as for the 32 megapixel front-facing camera, it records video in 1080p 60 frames per second max. So what's there to dislike, guys? Check out the pictures and videos on the screen in front of you. In my personal opinion, the camera optimization is not so great. The colours are not so accurate either from what I can see. Sometimes the pictures and the video quality is so good, but not always. There is not that consistency and not much balance. This to me definitely seems like a downgrade from the cameras on the Mi 11 smartphone. And testing the audio on this phone, just let me know if you can hear me and how clear or good it is or bad it is. Just walking around in Sainsbury's car park waiting for it to open up. It's around 6:50 a.m. in the morning. Recording in 8K, just testing out the 8K quality. 8K 24 frames per second. Now, I'm not a hardcore photographer, but I'd like to believe I kind of have a good sense of quality cameras on flagship smartphones. Now, you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. The battery life and charge. Well, we have a 4,500 milliamp battery and a 67 watt fast charge. Now, in my experience, the battery does not last that long. It barely lasts a day. I mean, it does not seem to have the Mi 11's efficiency. Yes, I agree, we have a 0 to 100% charge in around 35 minutes, which is fast, but for power users like myself, you'll achieve around 7 hours in real world usage with 120 Hz and around 9 to 10 hours if you're lucky on 60 Hz. Now, moving on to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 4nm chipset, which no doubt is a beast, but as mentioned in almost all my recent videos, it's known to heat up. Hence, companies like Realme and Nubia have been wise when using this monster chipset and have integrated cooling systems into their phones. Now, due to lack of copper thermals or a decent cooling system, the Xiaomi 12 tends to heat up quite often. Typically, I've found the temperatures to rise to around 52 degrees Celsius plus, especially whilst gaming on Genshin Impact, for example, for around 5 minutes after running an Antutu benchmark test, and even whilst trying to shoot in 8K for over 2 or 3 minutes. On more than one occasion, I've received that dreaded overheating message on the phone where I've had to abruptly stop what I'm doing and wait for it to cool down. Now, this is so similar to the Snapdragon 810 chipset. For those of you who remember that, we have an overheating chipset which definitely needs some cooling attention. Furthermore, the Xiaomi 12 does not support a headphone jack, nor any memory expansion, and no IP rating. So here we have a beautiful, powerful flagship smartphone with a stunning Dolby Vision display, loud, crisp, high quality speakers, nice and smooth OS. It has a lot of good to offer, but unfortunately it's let down by its creators. Not sure what Xiaomi were thinking. I mean, it sure needs to fix the thermals, clean up the firmware bugs and fix the camera software, etc. I mean, it even offers memory expansion on its budget and mid-range smartphones, but not this. So should you buy this phone? I mean, I cannot make that decision for you, but check out Leah's pros and niggles in summary on the screen in front of you, which I hope helps you make a more informed decision. We also have the 12 Pro model, which really isn't much different from the 12. We also have the 12 Ultra to look forward to, and most likely still have the T, the X, Pro Plus, and so on models coming soon. I'm hopeful Xiaomi will somewhere fix the mentioned issues and offer a good enough 12 series smartphone. What do you think, guys? Do you agree with me? Can you think of any more pros or niggles? And what is it that you like or dislike about this phone or any of these Series 12 smartphones launched today? Is this Xiaomi 12 on your to buy list? And if not, why not? Let me know in the comments below, and if you have any burning questions, feel free to fire these in the comments too. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, let me know by hitting that like button. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe too, and hit that bell icon and follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram to be notified of my upcoming videos, giveaways, including that flagship smartphone giveaway coming up very soon, etc. Now, thank you so much for watching, guys. Until the next one, take care, stay safe. Bye.